class 7. So we are reading the first chapter, that is democracy. So open page number 181 of your book. Elements that make democracy popular in the contemporary world. So I have already told you that democracy is the most popular form of government that is very popular in this time. Today, democracy is one of the most popular form of government across the world. Let us take a look at the reason behind this. So why democracy is so famous? Some reasons are there, that law is there, proper law is there, equality is there, fundamental rights are there. That's why our form of government, that is democracy, is so popular in this world. Why democracy is so popular in this world? Because of certain reason. Means people are having right to vote, equality is there, justice is there, a right to education is there, right to follow any of the religious practices there. So means they are thinking about the people, those who are living over there. They are giving importance to the people, those who are living over there. So some reasons are there. People rule. Democracy is only form of the government where citizens are granted and say it in a decision taken by the government. People choose their representative through election. Since these representatives then go to form the government, people in a democracy hold ultimate political authority. The government in which fails to live up to the expectation of the people can get replaced by another. The people have the freedom to raise their voice against the government. Decisions they think are harmful for the welfare of the people. So in democracy, they are giving right to the people, to the citizen. They can go and they can choose the best representative, and that representative will form the government. We choose a representative, we choose the best candidate, and that candidate make its own government and they work for our welfare. And if we think that our government is not doing this in a proper way or this in a proper way, so we can raise our voice for that. Okay, equality. In a democracy, everyone is equal in the eye of laws. The constitution guaranteed equality to all and does not allow discrimination on the basis of caste, gender, race, religion, wealth or language. So equality. Equality is the most important element that is there in our constitution. It means that everyone is equal in front of the law. Everyone is equal in front of the law, whether you belong to any color, any religion, any language, or from any part of the world, you are equal in front of the law. Fundamental rights. People have certain basic human rights in a democracy. These rights are protected by the law. The people of those fundamental rights is violated can approach a court of laws. Constitution of India assures its citizens to follow the following rights. So certain rights are there: right to freedom, right to education, right to follow any of the religious practice. Certain rights are there, and if somebody is not allowing you to follow that, you can raise the voice for that. Some rights are there: right to freedom of speech and action, you can speak. Okay, right to worship any form, you can worship any of the god. Right to freedom of information, you can collect more information, nobody can do anything for that. Right to travel and settle anywhere in the country, you can go and settle anywhere in the country. Okay, right to form association, you can form your own association. Right to assemble freely, you can assemble freely. And right to education. Right to education is the most important right that is given in a fundamental right. So these are 7 fundamental rights are there basically, and you can practice all these 7 fundamental rights and nobody can say anything to you. Okay. Law and justice. A democracy has a law to the limited power of the government. In a democracy, no one in above the law. The law votes on delivery justice, resolve the matter in a fair manner that everyone gets justice. So law, in front of the law, everyone is equal, and if you are correct, then law will pass the justice towards you. So law is equal for everyone, and if you are correct, then you will definitely get the justice. This is given in our constitution. Separation of power. In a democratic government, the power is concentrated in one body. It is usually concentrated in three branches. So three branches are there. Three branches are there. Legislative, executive, and judiciary. Okay, that operate alongside each other. So these all forms operate the government. They operate the government. Okay. They keep check on one another to ensure that the other branch do not misuse their power. So they check each other. This check this or this and this, so that no branch can do injustice or they cannot misuse their power. The division is called the separation of power. This division is known as separation of power. The question will come in exam. What is known as the separation of power? So you will explain about these. Okay, that our form of government is not run by a single body. It is run by three bodies: legislation, executive, and judiciary. And they keep checking the work of other branch so that no branch can misuse their power. So this is known as separation of power. Okay. The separation of power makes it difficult for any person or any group of the people to become too powerful and establish authoritatively rule. So everyone is equal and they have to perform their work in a proper way, and all these three branches keep checking on each other so no one can misuse their power. Okay. Accommodating difference. In a healthy democracy, there are a system put in a place to accommodate and need of the different section of the society and resolve conflict. This ensures that all differences get settled peacefully through the dialogues and negotiation. The aim of any democratic state is to ensure that the right value and sentiment of all the groups and community are accepted. So if you want to build a healthy environment, so you have to maintain the peace and harmony among the people, those who are living together. So the state works for that. The state government works to maintain the peace and harmony in their state, and they just respect all the religion and they want that none of the sentiment should be hurt. So the aim of any democratic state, if you are living in a democratic state, it is to ensure that the right value and sentiment, of all groups and community are respected. The aims of any democratic state is to assure that the rights and value and the sentiments of all groups and community are respected. Okay. I hope this part is clear to you. Then the equality and justice in India. The last year we have learned about the main feature of a democracy, that is people participation, conflict resolution, and equality and justice. All of the features, possibly the most important assurance of equality and justice for all. So our constitution say that there should be a equality and there should be a justice for all. Certain section of Indian society like Dalits, the group of people in considered are untouchable. We say that he is a sweeper, so we will not touch that person. He will not allow to sit on a chair, on our bed, and we will not shake our hand with the sweeper. Yes or no? So they are known as Dalits. The group of people in India considered as untouchable. Tribal people and women hold being ill-treated for a long time. So these sections are the minor sections. That's why they are ill-treated. In many of the states in earlier year, the women are ill-treated in their in-laws' house, or when the girl child born, the father or the mother used to kill their girl and child. You have heard about that because they are the minority section. When India became independent, the leader of the country realized that they had to take a strong measure to improve their condition. Some steps they took are listed below. So some of the important features that after independence our leaders had to improve the condition of girl or a woman or a Dalit in our country because they are ill treated. Because these people are ill treated, so many of our leaders after independence they get up and they want to do something for their justice. The Constitution of India ensured every political, economical and social equality for each citizen. Our Constitution say that every, whether you are Dalit or whether you are from any high caste, you are having a right to vote. Okay. Economic, they will support you. Socially, they will support you. Equality should be there among the citizens. Every citizen above the age of 18 was granted to right to vote in election. I have already told you. Everyone votes irrespective of their religion, caste or wealth had some value. So they have a proper right to vote. This empowered and disadvantaged group, Dalit and women have become increasingly active in Indian politics. So after this right, the Dalit and the women are now equally participated in the Indian politics. They had held some of the highest position of a power in the country like seats of minister, president and chief minister. So some seats are reserved. In every department there are some reserved seats for women or for the people those who are belonging to the OBC or SC caste. So their seats are reserved. After this, now the women and the people those who are belonging to the minor section, they are having a proper position in our government. They are having a good position in a government. When the seats are reserved, so they are also holding a good position in a government. The government has also put in a place a certain missionaries launch program for the welfare of disadvantaged group. So government has launched many of the program. By this they want to tell the people that everyone is equal in front of the law and we should not treat them or we should not ill-treat them. We should give equally respect to everyone. The abolition of untouchability was a major step towards protecting the dignity of Dalit. So, the government, the leaders are working for the Dalit also. They are telling the people, they are awareing the people that Dalit is also belong to this country and they are having the equal position. From their caste, you cannot judge anyone. The seats are reserved for the people belonging to the scheduled caste or scheduled tribes. I have already told you some seats are reserved, some women seats are reserved, some SC scheduled caste or scheduled tribes, SC. Two words are there. SC and ST. SC means scheduled caste and ST means scheduled tribes. Okay. So some seats are reserved and the institution of a higher education while a certain percentage of jobs were reserved for them in a government and in public sector company. So some percent of seats are reserved. Some percent of seats are reserved for the women, for the girls or women or these people. Okay. Several initiatives were launched to save girl child to ensure that her rights to education. Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao initiative. It is one of the most important of these initiatives. So many steps are taken for the women also because in earlier era or earlier year the women are ill treated. The father used to kill her own daughter. The mother used to throw her daughter. We can hear these cases nowadays also. You can hear these cases nowadays also, but the percentage is very less. Now we are a girl and our parents are allowing us to go to the school or to get the education from the college, from a good institution, because now the parents are more aware in comparison of the previous years. Now the parents are more aware and they are giving equal importance to their girl child also and a boy child also. Okay, so many initiatives was there. You have already heard about Beti Bachao and Beti Padhao Andolan. That was very famous. Okay. The way ahead. While a lot of has been done for the welfare of the disadvantaged group in India, disadvantaged group means SC, scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, or for women. Okay. Much more remain to be done. So many big changes have been done, but many big changes have been to be done. It will be done. Changing the attitude of the people remain the biggest challenge. So we can change some of the people, but we cannot change everyone. To change everyone, a big step should be taken. In a democracy, it can be very difficult to balance what is just and what is popular. By opening people's mind through the education, by reaching out the people from the weakest section of the society and empowering them, we can become equal and inclusive society. So we can be a best country in the world, or we can follow the best government, that is the democracy. We are following that, but we can make it best by giving the equal importance to ST or a girl child. So we have to do so many things. We have to educate each and every people that don't ill treat that. The government is working that, but many other steps will be taken by the government to improve the condition of the weaker society. So this is about the chapter. So what is your homework? That you will read the chapter and you will do. I will write down the homework on the blackboard. You can note down the homework in your school diary if you are having that, or you can note down your homework in your SSG notebook. Okay. Chapter 1. Do page number 185 in your book. Okay, bacha? You have to do page number 185 in your book. You will do all the take the correct answer, FIB or true and false, and you will find the question answer that is given on page number 185. In next lecture, we will discuss all these. Okay, thank you and have a nice day.